and good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and whichever time zone or date you happen to be in, here we are. Welcome, my friends. We are back. We are back for what is, alas, the last episode of Frontier Elite 2 on the Retro Stream. Yeah, we've been playing this. This is the 15th week we have been playing this game, so we're almost out of things to do, but we've had a good run. We've had trade, we've had Imperials, we've had Jedis. we've had police fireworks. We've had all sorts of stuff. So yes, I think this is the 15th episode. We've had hacking the save files. We've done everything. And today, look, we're on Earth. We're on Earth. Yes, we're on Earth. Yes, we've murdered people. We've taken photographs. We've dropped nukes from orbit and made craters on planets. We have played this game quite a bit. But today, now this is wrapping up. This is wrapping up Frontier Elite 2. Okay, we can clear the decks. Okay, we can clear the decks for Frontier First Encounters. So we can do a bit of that. But there we are. So we haven't mined Nafnis. No, you're quite right. There are some loose ends to tidy up. It's amazing there's anything left of the galaxy, says Aussie G, especially after Drew was given nukes. Those I thought very discreet nukes, actually, don't you think, with the green paint job on top of the purple ship sitting on the roof rack. I actually went back and watched. I don't normally watch my YouTube streams or Twitch streams after I've shown them, but that one I did. I must admit, I was still chuckling about the nuke on top of the ship. So if you haven't seen the nuke, the very discreet nuke on top of the ship that we used last week, that was good. But anyway, my friends, it is lovely to be here. It's Saturday afternoon. That's 1 o'clock, and we have a fair bit of stuff still to do. Now, I have indulged in more hacking of save files. Well, actually it's a green eco nuke. Yeah, it's really good for the environment. The roof rack with grandma's. Yeah, it was discreet. This is the ultimate episode. We need to move on, but there's still lots for us to do. So not too much waffle. I'm going to try and try and stay focused, which of course is impossible, but it's worth a try, isn't it? Anyway, I saw a couple of people in the chat who this is the first time they've managed to catch a live stream. So A, where have you been? And B, welcome. But anyway, it's lovely to have you all around, and it's lovely to see folks, old and new, still having fun playing these retro games, which is always good. I know. I was looking at this when we landed. I personally haven't hacked these save games, but a few of you pointed me in the direction of the Sharoma website, where you can download all sorts of interesting save games for Frontier Elite 2, and so I have pinched a few of those for reference today. Just so we can get to places and do things slightly more easier than otherwise we would be able to. But it's obviously a jolly nice day on. I'm just looking at this here we are parked oddly enough on a pad I'm not quite sure where we are, but we're on Earth. We're not landed rough. We're actually landed at a proper space station. But it looks like whoever is in control of pruning and tidying up at this pad has let vegetation get a little bit out of control, because it seems the pad has been overgrown with turf and there are trees in between us and the police sort of depot place. So it's a jolly nice view. but I feel that somebody hasn't been doing the gardening. Gunblade Lad, the Thargoid ship is fun to play with. Yes, so yes, we will talk about the Thargoid ship. Thargoids in Frontier Elite 2? Surely not. Yes, but there are. We shall come to that. Anyway, now this is the first of the save game files, because what I wanted to do, we did promise that we would get to the Pleiades, but I did play the game in a little bit in the week, and it's going to take me hours and hours and hours to get to the Pleiades with any kind of decent save, okay, i.e. a proper one. So we are going to cheat, all right? Again. And we're going to change the conditions of the test as before. So this is the first of one of the save files I got from Sharoma. Now this is a mildly engineered ship. If we're using the language of Elite Dangerous, this is a mildly engineered ship. What you'll notice here when I click in here, look, we have a Kestrel air fighter with a Class 8 hyperdrive, 210 shield units, all sorts of stuff on board. And a 4 megawatt beam laser on the front, so it's a bit of a dangerous space. And as you can see, we have over 2,000 tons of cargo space. I'm not quite sure how that worked. That's pretty radical engineering. I don't, you're quite right. I do not believe in no-win scenarios, particularly when I've got a hex editor at my disposal. Yeah, interesting enough, the max hyperspace range is minus 184 light years. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. But anyway, this ship will allow us to go places. Okay. We've got like 5,000 tons. It's obviously using a tame black hole as a cargo bay. I think that's what it is. A few credits. What's that? 199 million credits, which is probably about as high as you can go. So we're not looking for a few things. So anyway, so this is a spaceship that's fallen from a time warp from several hundred years in the future. Is my lore explanation of what's going on. And we can use that to go and visit the Pleiades, because we said we'd visit the Pleiades. We must go and visit the Pleiades. So let's do that. Now, interesting enough, look what's happened. Here's this is quite a good looking ship actually. It's got kind of funky wingtips and stuff. It looks a bit like a. Tell you what, it looks exactly. What's that ship? Actual real airplane. It looks like a. Oh, it's in the Imperial War Museum. What is it? It's that's it, the Blackbird, the SR-71 Blackbird. That's what it looks like. So it's a sort of elite equivalent of the SR-31 Blackbird, with a tame black hole as a storage mechanism. And we've got quite, as you can see, quite a lot of hydrogen fuel on board. That's quite impressive. So that's good. But if we look around here, and it's also got a turret for reasons that are unknown, but yeah, as you can see, for some reason here on Earth, I'm just going to up the frame rate because it's struggling a little bit there. As you can see, the vegetation here has been let. Yeah, exactly. We're at London. That's where we're actually docked in London. So that's where Big Ben is. Maybe it's all been replaced by now. But as you can see, this is London in the year 3214. As you can see, the vegetation on the pad has got a little bit out of control. So I'm not quite sure what that's all about. But there is our ship parked down there. It is technically on a pad, but the grass has grown everywhere. So I'm not quite sure what that is. Whether that's just some weird graphical glitch. But there's our ship ready to go. Right. So let's go. Let's go. Thank you for the subs there, by the way. I really appreciate that. That's really cool. We mustn't take off badly. Now there we go, launch request, and off we go. Off from Earth. I'm going to fly out over here. Now I must admit, I am genuinely a little bit sad that we're coming to the end of this stream, because I've become London is actually flooded and has mountains. There's been some strange plate tectonic activity in the London area in the last 1,000 years. Oh, the sea's just disappeared again. Not sure what happened there. There's mountains. There's a sea that is sometimes there and sometimes isn't. There it is. If I point the nose down, it's sometimes there anyway. Never mind. But yeah, I don't know. It's obviously a nice sunny day as we leave London here. So London is possibly underwater. It's difficult to tell. But yeah, there's a real sense of kind of like, oh, we got to the end of the game kind of thing. And yeah, mountains with snow on cap. Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe they're clouds. I think they're mountains. So anyway, there we go. We're leaving the Earth behind. We're leaving London behind. So let's accelerate away. See how far this ship is insanely quick. Look at that. And that's not with the Time Dreamer on. Let me just turn that volume down. Hang on a minute. Yeah, so it's not quite sure whether or not it's rendering sea, or that looks like the coast over there. Not quite sure which direction we're heading in, but it doesn't look like London at all, really. This game has no end. No, that's very true. It doesn't. I like the username there, by the way. TY198 ELRF. TY198, of course, is the serial number or registration number of the original Eagle from the beginning of this game. So extra geek points there. Now there's the UK, kind of. Although London seems to be more where Bristol is, actually. Not quite sure what's going on there, but it's not bad. I mean, it's 1993, isn't it? So there we go. So yes, that was some serious G-force, wasn't it? This ship really does shift. I mean, look how we're 500 kilometres away in just a matter of seconds. It's a serious ship. Maybe it's, yeah. It looks like London's been moved. So there's the UK, kind of. I'm not sure what this landmass out here is. I assume that's France, and maybe this is the Low Countries. I don't know. I can just about see my house from here. Or maybe that's, no, hang on, that must be Ireland there. So I'm looking at the wrong around. So this must be France. There we go. Is that how it's? Yeah, that's so London actually is sort of, yeah, it is a bit in the Chilterns. Yeah, so that must be Scotland up there. I live down over there then, on that dot. That must be France. That must be Ireland, and that presumably is Greenland over there. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Anyway, look, we're doing 43 kilometres per second, and we're just taken off a few minutes ago. Anyway, so let's get to the Pleiades, shall we? What's left of Scotland? Well, that I assume is either Iceland or Greenland. That looks like the ice cap, actually, and maybe that is Norway or something. I don't know. And my geography is not that good. Maybe London was destroyed. I can't remember. Well, London still exists, I think. Well, now the colours have changed. What's going on there? The game gets a bit confused, doesn't it, at certain angles? Not quite sure what that's all about. Anyway, onwards we go. Now, we discovered, as you saw on the galactic map, the Pleiades actually exist in the system. It's not just a name. And with this ship, we can jump utterly ridiculous distances. So let's get going. Find out where we are. Oh, I've gone too far. There we go. I don't know. Let's find out whether that's in range. So, it's only 27 tons to get here. I think we might be able to manage the jump to the Pleiades in one hit with this spaceship, which is obviously very, very unrealistic, even for Elite Dangerous. For Elite Frontier Elite 2, what am I talking about? How many countries have their own planetary port? Well, I think there's only 3 or 4. We'll have a look in a minute before we go. Where are they? Got to find this. No, up a bit. There they are. Okay, so let's jump to, well, Maya, I suppose. That's the typical system. So there's the Pleiades. There's Maya. There we go. 37 tons of fuel, so we can jump there directly. Awesome. And I'll have a nose around in the Pleiades just because it's possible to get there. And so yeah, so we have actually, look. So here we have London, we have Paris, we have Moscow. We have New York, New San Francisco. Not sure what happened to the original San Francisco, and we have Sydney. So actually, they've for 1993, they've not done a bad representation of the Earth. It's recognisable. Isn't it? You know, there are no there's no Asian cities at all there. Nothing you can go to in Africa. There's a big cyclone there for some strange reason. So New York exists. So there aren't many cities you can land at least. There's the ice cap. So I assume that looking at that, yeah. So that's the UK and Ireland. That must be Iceland, maybe Greenland. I don't know. And then there's the South Polar ice cap, Antarctica as well. So it's not bad, is it? It's not bad. Can't complain. The original San Francisco must have subducted. Yeah, a hurricane on the Sahara. That's a bit weird. The ball will be Greenland. Yeah, I suppose that is Greenland in that direction. Or I suppose, because we know that from Elite Dangerous, which of course is only 100 years in the future, that the sea level has risen. So maybe San Francisco disappeared, or there was an earthquake or something. I don't know, but anyway, there we go. So that's the representation of Earth. Which has changed actually by the time of Frontier First Encounters. It changes, so we'll talk about that in the next game. But anyway, let's go and visit the Pleiades because we can. Are we ready? Here we go. We can jump there straight away. So this is 400. No, what was it? 364.71 light years in one bound. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Engage. There we go. We're in the Maya system. So what's here? There we go, look. I think it's pretty cool actually that this is even in this game, in a realistic sort of location. So actually, with this save, we can actually go and visit a few of the astronomical real things. That's going to be quite good. So kind of a fleet carrier jump. That's it. Yeah. So long range hyperspace travel. So what's actually here? Is there anything? We got the main star, hot B type star. There are some rocky planets with thin atmospheres. Those are very common in Frontier Elite 2. Rocky planets with thin atmospheres. In fact, they're everywhere. They're the Frontier Elite 2 equivalent of beige, I think, is rocky planets with a thin atmosphere. So there's a brown dwarf substellar object that might be worth a visit. Some gas giants, some different rocks, barren rocky planets. A world with a methane atmosphere and corrosive atmosphere, a methane weather system, corrosive atmosphere. No settlements, of course, out here. No registered settlements. So who knows what else could be out there? Let's go and visit the. Let's go and look at Maya itself first, just because we can. There it is. So there's the star. Let's have a look, because some of these are quite interesting. Oh, this one isn't. It's just a great big blue ball. Nothing. But okay, let's not worry about that. Where's the substellar object? What that was? Where's it gone? I've lost it. I want the not the Ori. That one. There it goes. It's actually Maya 3, a brown dwarf substellar object. I don't think we've seen one of those before. So this is one thing that there isn't really in Frontier Elite. Whilst you can go off exploring, you can't actually measure anything. You can only travel. The only thing you can kind of really do, I suppose, is say you've been there and deploy mining machines and stuff. Right, so off goes the autopilot. Oh look, Space T has arrived. Yay! Oh, Space T. Approaching the docking.
Very well today.
Thank you, my love. You can't beat Space T. Space T is good. Might be fun to see Hutton Orbital if it exists. Yeah, that's actually not a bad. There was a rumor there was a black hole in the galactic center. I don't know if that's true or not. Does anybody know? Anyway, let's speed up. Now, I don't know if we're going to encounter any pirates out here. Not that it matters in the ship, because it's... Yep. See, this is weird. It's not... Why are there pirates out here? Because it's a bit silly. These pirates are going to get a bit annoying. So this is what was going to cause us lots of problems with the travelling out here in real time, is that the pirates just don't give up. Here he comes. And they're just more of an irritant really than anything else. So I can't... Exactly. Well, that's the question: is how could pirates get here? This is exactly my question: is what are they doing? Here he comes again. All I wanted to do, I wonder if I actually, to be honest, I can accelerate him with this ship, can't I? Apart from the fact I can't, because that annoying thing. Let's just see what, go to manual control. There we go. Let's whack that up. So we should be able to accelerate him, shouldn't we? So that's at full throttle. Yes, we got. I suppose the trick is that he's going to decelerate and catch us up, isn't he? Yeah. So this is what's annoying, because these wretched pirates really spoil the fun. I suppose that's a job of a pirate, really, isn't it? But especially when it sends annoyingly small ships at you, you can't see. Oh, I'm on the am I on the right view? Yeah, there's forward view, isn't it? Where's the ship? I can't see. I can't see him. Oh, there he is. Gotcha. Right, there's hopefully only one pirate. Anyway, let's go and have a look at this substellar object. Pirates really spoil the fun. Good old Joyce. Yes, it is a bit jousty. We found it much better. Infinite energy bombs, that would be a good idea. Did I have energy bombs on board? I did. But I presume I only keep one. be nice to have multiple ones. Now, one thing Frontier Elite 2 does do is do these sort of substellar objects. It does try and represent different types of object in space quite well. So there are things to go and see, like this one. There we go. This is actually. And we're dead. I think this is probably because it's a hacked ship. Bullseye, yes. That was a very close look. Did you enjoy that? The autopilot isn't good at the best of times. I suppose if you hack your ship with ridiculous amounts of acceleration, then it's probably, you know, your warranty is null and void. So you've modified your car, have you, sir? You know that warranty you took out? No, it's not worth anything now, sir. Ah, dear. Right, let's. So anyway, I hope you briefly saw. Actually, there was a sort of ring around that substellar object. So it does try. Oh, I've now gone and taken off without permission. Never mind. Never mind, eh? The police shouldn't be able to keep up with the ship. I suppose the problem there is that it's probably because it's a modified game thing with ridiculous engines. The autopilot has got no clue as to how to fly the ship, which is probably quite funny. Let's try that again. Too far. It's quite hard to get this right, actually. Where are they? They're down. There they are. All right, let's go. Let's do what. We've been to Maya. We saw a little bit of Maya. Let's go to Merope, because that's where the Thargoids are, isn't it? In Elite Dangerous, of course. Whether they were ever thought to be in this area during this time, I have no idea. There's Merope. So these are all similar sort of stars. Yeah, we've got to notice there are no names for any of the planets because they haven't been named. Nobody's been out here in this era. So there is no exploration activity. Just a lot of, as you can see, look, it's so big it actually goes off the edge of the screen. There's just masses and masses and masses of gas giants. So that's a thing. Should have gone to Specsavers. You got a long trip back in the escape pod. So yeah. So this is you know, this is us flying around in the Pleiades. So at least we can get to the Pleiades. I don't know if any of the others look any different. Alcyone looks slightly different. It's a different colour. Let's just jump there if we can. Oh, come on. I don't know. I find this control here very. So since maybe I need to zoom in a bit. Nope, not that much. It's like it's caught between two clicks of the mouse. But I can't. I can't do that. Yeah, so trying to get out of here with not very many, you know, doing it properly. Oh, that's just ridiculous. It's only for the very dedicated player. I don't think the game wants us to go to Alcyone for some reason. Maybe if we approach it from a different direction. There are some places it's quite hard to get the. There, you've got it. Right, let's go to Alcyone, or however you pronounce it, Alcyone. All right. Anyway, so we're here. What does this system have in it? So this. Oh, look at this one. This one's quite interesting. So we've got a main star, bright giant star, and we have a Type A hot white star as well. So that stuff again, you don't see. Frontier Elite 2 does do quite a good rendition. You don't normally see stars like that. Look at that size of that one. There is an even bigger one. I think we'll go in. We'll jump out to Betelgeuse in a minute and go and see that. So a bright giant star. What I'll do is I'll save the game here because the autopilot will probably crash again because it does a lot. Let's go and see that. There's Alcyone itself. So I don't know if this game is going to give us any sense of scale as to these things. Actually, look, there we go. So there's the main star there, which we presumably can go to. Let's see if the autopilot can handle that. Oh, actually, that's not bad. Look, because it's showing us it's 10 AUs away, and it's already a massive sphere. So that's actually quite good, isn't it? let's speed up. So 10 AUs, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. It is doing a good sense of scale for 3. I'm feeling very intimidated at this point. So that is enormous. Look at that. That is huge. So we're 2 AUs away. I'm not sure if that's from the surface or from the centre. I don't know whether I'm about to die now. Let's let the autopilot do its thing and see if we die, shall we? This is now. Look at the size of that. That is pretty enormous. We are slowing down, but not very quickly. I think it's going to kill us. We're now 1 AU away. Don't think the autopilot understands the retro. Oh, now what's happened? Still, look at that. Actually, we're. I have no idea what's going on. We are slowing down. What's it actually doing? We now seem to be pointing. Oh no, we're. I don't know what the. I don't know what the autopilot's doing. Normally, it will get to a. You're in the vicinity of. It seems to be sort of doing some weird stuff. Anyway, let's just try and get back in this. And I think the graphics have got a bit confused. It says, what? Where are we? I have no idea what's going on. But anyway, we're close enough. Look, we are heading towards the planet. And in fact, the star is so big, it's just a completely flat horizon, which is, I suppose, quite realistic, really, isn't it? So that's not bad. I mean, it's not got any detail on it or anything. But yeah, we're kind of in the gravity well. It is flat because we're so close. And something that big would look like that if you could get that close. Let's see if the autopilot can dig us out and go to the second star, just because why not, since we're here. That's Alcyone B, which is the white one. Let's see if it will. Can it manage that? What's it going? Is it trying to fly us through the star? Who knows? I don't know what it's trying to do. Oh no, there it goes. It's flying away. There we go. We're still alive. Do we have a fuel scoop? Yes, we do. I haven't tried the fuel scoop actually. We should definitely do that as well. Oh, and now we're under attack. So this is the bit that's annoying. If you just want to go sightseeing in this game, basically you can't. Oh look, it's an Imperial courier. Now we're actually in a ship that can actually fight an Imperial courier. Where's it gone? So let's splash an Imperial courier. Here it comes. Look, because normally this is a one-shot kill because this thing is heavily armed and has a one of the plasma accelerators, which on any other ship is pretty much a one-shot kill. But there it is. It's really flying around at a high speed, isn't it? Splashing an Imperial courier would be a nice little icing on the cake. Although they've got a very small hitbox apparently, which is why they're virtually impossible. Look, he's definitely got that's the same gun as us actually, isn't he? Really hard to hit. Whereas most of the other ships you get even a glancing blow, the Imperial courier has a really small speed that thing's going in. It's obviously very so it's just shot out of range straight away. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit it or not. Maybe we'll hyperspace. Wait, Pleione has some Earth-like worlds, so maybe we'll go there if we can't get this guy, because hitting him is. Look at that. I mean, I'm getting close, but he's just coming in at such a rate of knots. Oh, I hit him briefly. Actually, how about I've got a radar mapper? Let's do that. There we go, radar mapper. So he's got an Imperial courier. No shield, and a bounty of 100 credits. That makes everything worthwhile. Maybe I can just use the autopilot on him. Have we got any missiles? No, for some reason this account hasn't got any missiles on it. Let's go for autopilot. There we go. It's got the right music playing. Maybe use a mouse to. Yeah, I can't aim with a mouse. I'm useless. Let's switch the engines off and see if that helps. No, he's out of range again. This is the problem, you see. Maybe ramming speed, especially with this ship. Let's try ramming speed. Maybe we can get him just by ramming him. Keep him in the crosshairs, go straight for him. Right, here we go, 40. Because this ship has got insane velocity. Maybe we can ram him out of existence. But trying to do an intercept. That's impossible. Ah dear, never mind. Well, he can't hit me and I can hit him. Right, let's have a look. Play only. Is that right? Oh no, this UI is not the easiest to use. Now, I can get to Electra. Well, let's hyperspace there because that gets us out of that problem. Hyperspace is like instant now. I don't know why that is. Maybe that's a weird sort of hack as well. Can we get to... It's really hard to... It doesn't... Is there a trick to this? Because I suffer from this all the time. Maybe we should go somewhere else. I'm going to go over here. And then try and hyperspace back. There we go. Because they're so close, these two, that it doesn't want to let me select it. Is there instant because of your range? Ah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I can't. There, got it. You've got to get the map to a particular angle in order to make it jump. Right, there we go. This is a play only system. Right. So have we got some Earth-like worlds here? Ooh, we've got a small gas giant. There are ammonia worlds. No Earth-like worlds though, so it would seem. But we have got planets with thin atmospheres, barren rocky planetoids, a small gas giant. So nothing. A thick corrosive atmosphere, 713 degrees centigrade. So maybe we must have one of those. Yeah, I don't know. Let's have a quick search since we're here. Let's go to the other end. Let's go to can we get to Atlas? I'll go with whatever I can select. Let's go there. Boom! It's like magic. What's in this system? So are there Earth-like worlds in Frontier Elite 2 that you can actually find? I don't remember actually ever seeing them. I've seen rocky planets with thin atmospheres and all that sort of stuff. Is there exploration data? No, there isn't. So there's no actual exploration functionality, which is a bit of a shame because you've got this massive procedurally generated universe which you can kind of get to, but there's nothing to do other than be attacked by pirates, which is a shame. They're called worlds with indigenous life and oxygen atmosphere. Okay, I haven't seen any of those. Well, let's keep on searching. Anyway, so let's have a look at the galactic map because we're kind of doing the exploring thing. Let's go to Betelgeuse next because Betelgeuse is probably one of the biggest stars in the game, isn't it? That's too far. Betelgeuse should be not far away from here then. You have to sort of manually swap between that map. The annoying thing about this map is I don't know if you can see that easily enough on your screens, but there's a little pink dot there which represents where you're looking, but you can't navigate on this screen. So you have to go back here, move around a bit. There it is, there's Betelgeuse. Guess where you are, which is about there, and then go back and navigate on this screen. So let's go to... So basically there we are, system explored, no registered settlement. So actually we're not beyond the edge of explored space here. The system has been explored, so we need to go a little bit further. So that's Betelgeuse. So what's in the Betelgeuse system? There's Betelgeuse. And there's Betelgeuse B. So look at that, look at the size of that. So actually the game does represent, not from Guildford yet. I won't say Betelgeuse 3 times in a row. No, that would be just, Polaris could be interesting, couldn't it? Let's go there. So look at the size of Betelgeuse again. So, and that's, there's a hot A-type star. Look at that, with, according to that, 1.7 million Earth masses. And that one is 700, that's 7 million Earth masses. I don't know if those numbers are right. They sound a little bit low actually compared to a planet. Rocky planets with thin atmospheres again. But anyway, there's Betelgeuse. So let's just have a look at Betelgeuse. We can't really miss it from there, can we? Depending on where it is. Let's have a look around. Where is Betelgeuse? we're relative to Betelgeuse B at the moment. Look at that. So it does do a pretty good job of representing size. So I'm guessing if we click in the middle there we go, look. So that's 7.9 AUs away, and Betelgeuse is sort of filling the screen, which is good. Okay, which is good. Does the game decide what planets to populate the systems with? I don't know, Soul Shinery, how much. Because of course this was 1993, before we had any information about exoplanets. Exoplanets were only just being discovered. In the 90s. So this is kind of predates any of that knowledge being available. So we just didn't know what was out here at all. But it's kind of doing the right colour, sort of an orangey colour. That's about right. It's doing size quite well, so that's good. So back at this point, exoplanets were being. That's quite right, Soul Shriner. Exoplanets were being thought about, but not. You're not actually, nobody actually had any data as to whether anything was realistic. So it precedes all that sort of stuff. So that's good. So that was Betelgeuse. It's just, I know it's just an orange circle. Got to use your imagination. So let's go to Polaris, because that sounds interesting. Rigel, I'm sorry, is just another. Different coloured dots. So there's Polaris. Should be. Oh, there we go. That looks like Polaris there. Is Polaris permit locked in this? There it is. There is it. It's not permit. Right. So it says system explored, no registered settlement. Let's go there. Now we're in the Polaris system. So now this is interesting. Okay, because it isn't permit locked in this game. But it is permit locked in Elite Dangerous. We can't go there. So is the planetary system that is in here the one that will be used for Elite Dangerous if it ever gets unpermit locked? Who knows, right? But that's what the Polaris system actually looks like in this game. So we have rocky worlds with thick atmospheres, world with ammonia weather systems, corrosive atmospheres, medium gas giants, rocky planets, protostars or brown dwarf substellar object, very large gas giants, more stuff. Okay, so it's kind of spoilers. You can't see inside this system. Well, look, there's an asteroidal body. Look, Polaris 4C1. Now, I don't think we've seen an asteroid before. Let's go. I'm going to show you an asteroid because why not? We're here, right? So let's. Can I select? What was it again? Polaris 4C. I don't think I've shown you an asteroid in this game. This, again, that's another thing that doesn't really exist in Elite Dangerous. Well, they do, obviously, in rings and things, but not as individual bodies in orbit. But in this game, Polaris 4C, wasn't it? There is, and look, there's some funky rings. There is an asteroidal body in orbit here, which we can actually go to. So let's see if the autopilot can get us there. It's 67 AUs away, but now hopefully we won't get too many pirates. The Polaris system map was leaked during. Oh, that's right, Sophia. You're right. There was a leak, wasn't it? You could look into systems or something like that. I can't remember quite how it worked. There was a Demos. Yeah, no, that's right. Right. So let's see if this will work, because we haven't seen an asteroid in this game. Let's go. Oh, Katobi is raiding with a party of 10. Hello, Katobi and friends. Thank you very much for popping in. Do appreciate it. We are playing Frontier Elite 2. In fact, this is our ultimate episode. Sorry, excuse me while I'm under attack. Oh, right, so you're dead. There we go. I like the way the music just keeps playing, though. It's just getting into its stride, and of course we've already dealt with the bad guy. There we go. Well, let's go and have a look at an asteroid. Well, so this is kind of a little bit of an explorationary episode, isn't it? Now here we go. I don't know how well the autopilot's going to cope with this. So let's. There's the gas giant. Doing all right. We are slowing down. So actually, I mean, the gas giants don't look too bad, do they, really, considering the technology here. Right, there we go. So there's a sort of, I think, are we coming in too fast? I think it might be time for some evasive manoeuvres here. Switch off the autopilot. Oh no, that's the turret. I may have left it too late. Or not. No, it's going up again. There we go. Anyway, that was a... not sure what's happening there. Whoa, look at that. This is quite a funny ship. So anyway, so there's a sort of asteroidal body there. Obviously just a small one. But it does try and represent them in the game at some sort of level. There we go. Yeah, it's a randomly sort of service. Now, what we should try and do when we go and do the MB4 mining machine a little bit, we'll have a look at that. But there is a basic color shading because look, our spaceship's gone red. There's the gas giant, and I think there's the star over there. So it does try and shade things correctly, which is quite cool. There's the asteroid. So that's only 600 kilometers away. So it's obviously a very small ball. Heroic music playing as he heroically pancakes. Yeah, that's a very common. It's a very small. It does look a little bit like the Death Star, doesn't it, with a little circly thing there. Anyway, so that's a small asteroid. What else can we see? I don't know if let's so if I zoom out a little bit here. So I don't know how 19,000 light years. So again, this is. Let's just go randomly into deep space. I don't know what the range of the ship actually is, because this is obviously a very dodgy hacked account. 14 tons, 15 tons. Oh, it's obviously exploiting the wormhole bug, so it looks like we can jump actually to the centre of the solar system. That's the Milky Way. So let's use wormholes. Sorry if that's given slightly epileptic visuals there. Space is big, okay? The entire galaxy is procedurally generated, as you can see. There we go. So I don't know if there is anything at the centre of the galaxy, but let's at least go there because we can. The centre is very packed. Yeah, just look at that. So they've spent some. What's interesting about this is nobody in the course of the normal game would have a hope in hell of getting here. It's impossible, virtually. So and it's the same thing with Elite Dangerous. There's a vast amount of detail built into these games, which no one will ever see. It's like, I mean, look how many systems there are. I mean, it's technically hugely impressive, but at the same time, utterly pointless. So, oddly enough, I suppose over here, somewhere in the text intermediate arm is where Beagle Point is. So I don't know, does that maybe it down a little bit, does that look like, well, not quite at the centre of the galaxy, are we? Somewhere I don't think, unless somebody tells me otherwise, Sagittarius A star is actually in here, but and actually Sagittarius A star isn't at the centre of the galaxy, is it? Quite, but that looks to me about the centre. Does that look about right to you? So anyway, so that's what the centre of the galaxy. It is very crowded. I mean, that's I suppose is quite realistic. But it all looks procedurally generated here. So whether there is a little to the right. Okay, so let's go back that way. There we go. So maybe about there. It is incredibly crowded. You can't read any of the text, and it's I don't know about the maths and the computation behind this, but a lot of effort was done to get this to do this. Again, it's like completely beside the point of why. Other than, well, there's a star. So we have a look. Okay, so here we go. This is what it says: Xianvei. Type G yellow stars. That never know, there might be some planets there. Unexplored system, no more data available. So this is a jump into the unknown. Okay, let's go there because we can. Boom. Okay, we're now in the centre of the galaxy. Did you enjoy that trip? So there we go. We are the first to get here. Unfortunately, the game doesn't do anything for us other than So unexplored system star information has been gathered by a remote telescope, but no planetary information is available. So this is the only exploratory part of it, is you don't have the system data map. Okay. The skybox at the back doesn't change, alas. That's still the same, which of course it should be really dense now. But that message you only see when you go to places that have never been, where no one has gone before. So the only way to explore now is to actually go to each individual planet and find out what it is. So Xianvei is a type G star, we know that. So let's try Xianvei 3, because maybe the third planet is lucky, right? Let's just see what it is. We don't know. So this is the only exploration-y piece. So this is, I suppose, a little bit like Elite Dangerous in the pre-FSS days, where you had to fly around and go and visit each planet. But unfortunately, there's no reward for doing so. Shouldn't be any pirates. Do you think there will be pirates out here? It'd be funny if there were. Maybe there aren't any for systems that are not. So we're going to the third planet in a G-type star. So will we discover strange new worlds and new civilizations? Will we seek out? Oh, it's an Earth-like world. Look, ta-da! We found. At least I think it's an Earth-like world. Wow, we're at the centre of the galaxy with a G-type star. Drew has discovered an Earth-like world. Ta-da! I swear, I know that looks like a coincidence. I swear I did not plan this. I've never been here before. Right, let's save that. We've discovered. I mean, this is proper exploration. This is. Right, so let's set that off target. Let's go into orbit and see what our I'm going to call this Drew world. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. There's no science I can do. Drew's hole. Steady on, my friend. Steady. All right. Let's set that. Well, we're coming in at a reasonable. Not too fast, Drew. All right. Let's set that down to 0. Okay. So there we go. Right. So yeah, it's an Earth-like world, with some different land masses and stuff. But this is what's on. There isn't the Jenny's home. Drew's hole. Yeah, Wagar's Folly. Actually, that's the best name for the ship, the planet. Let's call it Wagar's Folly. That's an excellent name. Let's go land down by the beach then. Let's. Have I got atmospheric shielding? That would be rather ironic if I don't. Atmospheric shielding. Yeah, we're good. So we can land here. We actually do have. So I can show you. I think. Actually, no. This account doesn't have any of the MB4s on, unfortunately, so we'll have to do that separate. Let's land anyway. Let's see if we can get down to the surface. There we go. Let's go down nice and gently. Just going to take it easy on the approach. There we go. Use the Star Dreamer to roll us in. Planetary landings, of course. Okay, so there's the atmosphere. Okay, so let's slow it down a little bit as we're coming in. See if we can land on the beach. We should get an altitude warning in a moment. There we go. Altitude warning. Okay, so we're coming down 30,000 meters. Coming down through the atmosphere now. Here we are. The sky's gone blue. This is good. Okay, there we are. We're coming down. Oh, there's some clouds. Or is that a mountain? That's mountains. Okay, I think over there. Yeah, there's some clouds. There's some mountains as seen from the sky. There's a field over there. Let's go. I know the beach is flickering quite a lot. Let's go for these mountains. I think those are mountains over there. Let's go over there. There we go. See if we can land in the hills. There we go. 3,000 feet up. Yeah, those are definitely mountains on the ground. So we've discovered a new land. There's no civilization out here. No, I don't know whether gravity is simulated. So let's ease the ship up, put that speed to 0, and then it should drop away. There we go. We're coming down. Use the Star Dreamer is really useful for this because it sort of speeds up the boring bits. There we go. We're coming down. We're flat. Need the undercarriage down. All right, so we should be able to land on the planet, and boom, we're there. We have landed on this land, and I shall call it this land. First footfall. There we go. Now, alas, I can't step outside my ship, but there we go. We are landed quite close to the beach, I would say. Probably a brief stroll. So there we are. We have landed in the centre of the galaxy on an Earth-like world that I shall call Wagar's Folly. A true land. Yes. Yay! There we go. So, and that is kind of. That's kind of it for the exploration gameplay, I'm afraid. You can go to new places, but the only person who knows that you've got it is you. What ship am I flying? I'm flying a very hacked Kestrel air fighter, which gives me like infinite jump range and stuff. The only thing I suppose we could try, let's go back up into space briefly. Let's leave Wagar's Folly behind. Let's see how far across the galaxy we can go. Let's just because let's go to the other side. Apologies, look away if you get the epilepsy here because it's just a bit mad, isn't it? It takes ages to get across there. Look at that. I mean, considering this game came on a single, sorry about that, the bit rate. That's going to look really bad on some of your screens. That's going to take a little while as well. Considering this game came on a single floppy disk, I mean, it's got a reasonable representation. Let's see if we can find the system on the edge. Now, this won't obviously be the real Beagle Point, but it'll be kind of close to it, won't it? How far across the side of the galaxy can we actually go? It's thinning out. Right, there we go. The stars are thinning out. Where are we now? Okay, so we're getting close to the edge. Looking at that, it's kind of roughly where the M is, where the stars stop, which will be about the opposite to where we started. So that's I'm going to call that Beagle Point, even though it's not called Beagle Point. There we go. The stars are thinning out now. Look, so if you do manage to find your way out here, as you can see, look, if I do it slowly, there's lots of gaps now. So how long before it actually runs out of stars? It's still going at the moment, and they're all procedurally generated. Presumably they're all unique. I don't know. Well, oh, there we go. Look, I've run out of stars. There are no more stars. There we go. So that's these. There we are. We're right on the edge. This is the edge of the galaxy. The Danar system. Not quite. Ethel. That seems to be where it stops. There we go. And the Ethel Zizan system. Is there anything else slightly further away? There we go. The Iowalla. Well, there's a couple here. The old Dahlia system. Interesting enough. That's a bit weird. Look, this is 31,000 light years away. It's system explored. What? How can it be system explored? That looks to be about. There's another one there. Look, unexplored system. Let's go there because let's go. Anyway, so Rich jumps. Maybe somebody else hacked their game. It's sort of, I don't know. Doesn't say by who. Actually, let's just check that. Does it? There we go. According to that, system explored. So there it allows us to and see. There's another. World, there we go. That's what Stephen Usher said. World with indigenous life and oxygen atmosphere. So that's an Earth-like world in terms of this game. Odalia 2. That's where all the old players go to die. Okay, that's on the far side of the galaxy. Let's just go to. I think that one will count. It's an unexplored system. The Semifa system that will count. Here we are. Nobody's been there before. This is on the far side of the galaxy. Let's just because we can. I'm going to call this Beagle Point because I can. Because who knows? There we are. We're in the system. I've not no idea what's out here, but anyway, there's some other planets. And there we go. Look, we can jump. So we have therefore jumped all the way, and there's nowhere else to go. You can't go beyond the edge of the galaxy. If you're looking for the bright spot in the centre of the universe, this is the planet this is farthest from. Yeah, top 1% of Streamer's End. Yes, that's right. This is Streamer's End. Let's call it that. There's something blue in there. I think that was us. I think the blue dot is us. That's where we are. I think people tend. Let's go and check out the system just because. Since we're here, let's go and have a look. Off we go. There we go. Let's go and have a look at planet on the far side of the galaxy. Unfortunately, it's procedurally generated, of course, so kind of once you've seen them all. But we're here. Okay, this looks like there's more than. There's actually this planetary system here, doesn't it? Oh, it's got rings. Here we go. That's different. Now, actually, think about this. If this is a gas giant, which I think it is, yeah, it is. Let me show you the fuel scooping, because in Frontier Elite 2, you fuel scoop by going to gas giants, not stars. Stars are too dangerous. I don't know what speed you have to go at. Maybe somebody can tell me. So let's adjust that. That's a little bit too fast, too slow rather. We have to sort of hit the way to fuel scoop in Frontier Elite 2 is to, assuming I've got a fuel scoop on this ship. Yes, I have. You have to sort of hit the atmosphere of the gas giant, but you mustn't go too low so that you hit the surface, or at least the denser surface, because the way planets in Frontier Elite 2 are done, the gas giants do have a surface layer which you mustn't go below. Presumably the pressure increases too much or something. You have to skim the planet's surface. So I'm going to try and do that. Now I don't know what speed I have to hit it at. Let's find out. There's the atmosphere of the gas giant. So you kind of need to aim between the top and the bottom level of it. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know if that's right or not. We'll find out. There we go. Boom. There. So you sort of come in at that sort of angle, and it says fuel scoop's working, and then you just get this thing here telling you that you are scooping fuel. And as long as you hit between the atmosphere surface, and interesting enough, it says altitude 0 meters, doesn't it? And our speed is coming. So I'm not quite sure what that means. Altitude 0. But anyway, that's how you do it. Notice we're sort of slowly refueling. You get about 1 ton every few seconds. Altitude 0. So I'm not quite sure what that means. But that's how you do it in Frontier Elite 2. You have to go to gas giants. That's a false surface. Okay, is it a really thick atmosphere? Is that? I think the black hole. Ah, there we go. I think the black hole you mentioned a while back was reported to be in the centre of the galaxy, but with Hermes systems there, nobody's ever found it. It doesn't exist, says Kelvinator. The game has been disassembled and there is nothing. There isn't a black hole type of star. Anyway, there we go. We can still imagine, can't we? Anyway, so that's that. I mean, fuel scooping isn't all that exciting, as you can see. There's no. Once you get there, I don't think there's any danger to your ship, like there is in Elite Dangerous, where you can overheat at the star. Because it's a gas giant, you effectively just get free fuel. The trick is getting close enough and not too close to the planet's surface. So that's that. Anyway, so that's that. Now, unless anyone else can think of anything, I think that's it for exploration gameplay in Frontier Elite 2. Unfortunately, it's quite fun to go out and look at things, but that's literally all you can do. And the problem you have is that, I don't know if you remember, we've had it a couple of times on the stream, is that your ship will eventually break down, and there's no way to service it out here in the void. So eventually you get stuck, and then your hyperdrive goes bang, and you're marooned, and that's the problem. So it's not all that conducive to exploration gameplay, because there's nowhere you can get to after a period of time because your ship just malfunctions. There's no way to repair. There's no AMFU like there is in Elite Dangerous that allows you to fix things along the way. So exploration gameplay is limited by that. Transition, yes, we're playing with a hacked game here at the moment in this last episode, so we can show things that otherwise wouldn't have been seen. So anyway, that's enough of that. So we're gonna through the medium of hacked save games, we are now going to go back to a few of the other things that you can do with this game, which are beyond its normal parameters. The first one being flying some of the unflyable ships. Actually, no, let's do the MB4 before we do the unflyable ships. Let's do this is genuine gameplay. So what we need to do here, this is we're back in Capital now. So this is a normal ship. Okay, this is an Imperial Courier with, as you can see here, an extra button. Look at that. There we are. This is the MB4 interface, and then we've got an MB4 mining machine in the bay. Okay, so we're ready to go. So the ship is otherwise full of hydrogen, and what we're going to do is we're going to go south in space a few systems and fire off the MB4 mining machine. I'll show you what that looks like. So there is mining in this game. You can mine other things. I think there's a mining laser which you could just shoot things off like you would expect. But the MB4 mining machine is actually rather neat. So let's show you what that looks like. And you can't these guys, doesn't matter how fast you accelerate away from the pad, you never get away without a loitering warning. They're just super officious. Right, so let's go down a bit. There we go. So let's go to the basically you need to get away from inhabited space a bit, because if you don't, there's nothing left to mine. So I'm going to just travel down to the limits of my fuel, really. So we're still within the bubble here at the moment. We're going to keep going for a bit. There we go. Don't know how far we can actually get. Okay, so we're still within. Right, so okay, now we're in the frontier. Okay, so this is the edge of kind of inhabited space. Keep going for a little bit longer. Right, and then eventually we get to system explored, no registered settlements, which is kind of good. A Sulin system, and with a bit of luck we might be able to get to systems that are not actually, so they're still explored here. I don't know how far we've got to go. We probably can't get that further out. Let's just go as far as our fuel allows, because this is I'm not planning on coming back. Let's just see how far we can go. How much fuel have I still got? I'm probably running out. Yeah, okay, so we're here. Right, so let's have a look. Now what you need to look for with the MB4 is planets which are actually kind of vaguely habitable. So this is a really bad choice of system. So what you want is you want planets which are similar to Earth mass and similar to temperature. Okay, you don't want to do it within the bubble close to the core worlds, because all those areas are assumed to be mined out. So you have to travel a bit away, and what you want is a place which is not all that dissimilar to Earth, ideally. So let's go to this system, see if we give a little bit better luck here. No is the answer. Although it's -5, rocky planet with a thin atmosphere, 0.1 Earth mass is -5, isn't too bad, but most of these are too cold. -109, those are just too cold. Let's have a look at a few of these others. Insufficient fuel, now gone too far. No, I can't go to any of them. Let's try that one. Let's try this one, because it doesn't really matter. I mean, we won't find anything worthwhile, but I want to show you how the MB4 mining machine does work. Let's go to this place here. So it is Vakiand C1, rocky planet with a thin atmosphere, -5. Okay, let's see if it's got anything worth having. So it's actually C and C1, so I need to set the navigation to that. Ooh. I think the game just crashed. It was going Must be colder than 250 degrees for mining, must it? Is that presumably Kelvin? Yeah, that's probably dead. Right, sorry about this, guys. Right, we might have to do that again. Oops. Busted the game. Not good. There we go, we're back. Last save position. No, that's the wrong. That's no use to us at all. Right, let's try that again. So we can, maybe we'll find a slightly better system. Maybe I didn't like that system, I don't know. There are still some bugs, as you know, with this game, so maybe that was one of them. It just crashed. 250 degrees centigrade. If you do, that's enough hacking for you. So they've got to be below 250 to mine. Okay, well that makes sense. Yeah, otherwise you're going to melt when you land on the surface, aren't you? Right, let's try that again. Boom. Ah. Miss jump. Well, you wanted to see a miss jump as well, didn't you? We're covering all the ground here. Now we're dead again. Now my drive's been destroyed. So I have 396 tons of rubbish on board my ship, and there's nothing I can do about it. So again, when your hyperspace drive is destroyed, that's it. There's nothing you can do. I don't think I can even. Can I maneuver? I've got engines. No. Oh, I can. I can still maneuver. So if there was a habitable place in the system, which I suspect there probably isn't. No, there's not. So I'm dead. Thanks, game. We are going to go and do this MB4 mining stuff, I assure you. Game is conspiring it against me to try and stop me. No rotters. Alright, let's try that again. I don't know why we got a missed jump. That was different. Anyway. We'll do it again. Right, there we go. Boom. No missed jump this time. So we had that sort of red hyperspace effect. Yeah. Game over, man. Game over. Now we get that funky. Right, let's go prospecting down this way. Let's stick with yellow stars. There's a couple down that way, so let's go in that direction. I'm looking for some Earth-likey sort of. So G-type yellow star. So some prospecting and mining. So that sounds like it might be worth a try. Let's have a look there. Okay, so in this system there are a rocky world with a thick corrosive atmosphere. Okay, so surface temperature here is too high. That's no use for mining. 96, so that's rocky world with a thick corrosive atmosphere at 196. So that could be worth a try. These ones are really cold. Let's try this one, OTLC 2, see if that's any good. So what you basically do is you go there, unsurprisingly, using your trusty autopilot, and dodge the boxy pirates, of course. Oh look, we've got a plasma accelerator. Excellent. That made short work of him. I think, is that the large plasma accelerator? No, that's a 20 megawatt beam laser we used there, so that was quite good. We may have a few more of those, I don't know. Yep. Don't think we've got much to worry about with this ship. Let's just get past the pirates because gameplay. As you can see, all the weapons are a bit OP beyond the 4 megawatt pulse laser. It just effectively one-shot all the ships, which is quite amusing. Really? Did you not see what happened to the other guys? Oh, when you're attacking me with a pulse laser, you silly fool. Boom. Oh, come on. So again, this is the only problem with the pirates. I mean, it's okay to have pirates and things in the game, but it's just a nuisance when you're trying to get something done. Ah dear, never mind. Right, off we go. Oh, I've turned some over. Oh, there's a lot of pirates. Why has the targeting tunnel suddenly come on? Never mind. Right, okay. So you've got a beam laser. Get you. Boom. You're dead. Is it really necessary? Hang on. Why are the targeting tunnels? I hate the targeting tunnels. Why are the details not up? Where's the targeting tunnel? So targeting tunnel there. I don't like that. That just looks awful. Right, there we go. Right, so let's get ourselves to the planet. Okay, so you get yourself in orbit around the planet. Really? It's getting tedious, boys. Boom. Oh, come on. I really do not want us to show this game. This is the game basically saying, you wanted it to be easy on your last version of Play Me? Think again, sucker. I'm going to do everything in my power to scream up a stream, muck up your stream. I'm going to crash. I'm going to throw pirates at you. I'm going to smash you into planets using my autopilot. I'm going to do everything to spoil your game, Drew. We haven't done any might. You haven't. Oh, come on! How many pirates are in this system? Ah dear. Look! Just give up. This game is cursed. Oh, that's weird. There's nothing on the scanner. That's a bit weird. Magic disappearing pirate. What's going on? Oh no, there he is. Look, you're not going to be able to kill me. It's an eagle, for goodness sake. I know. I'll try my luck. Oh darn! I'm dead. Okay. Look, just give up. You can't kill me. This is just silly. Right, come on, can we? There can't be many more, are there? Can't be many more now, surely. Yeah, I've wiped out the. No, I haven't. I haven't wiped out the entire population of pirates in this system yet. Oh, come on. Oh, you hit me, silly fool. Come on, this is ridiculous. Die. It's the miners. Look, just buzz off. He's trying. Oh, I've got engines on. That won't be helping. Just give it up. There we go. As you can see, quite good for your elite rating. This is just getting stupid. Right, manual control. Come on. Right, engines off. Oh, that's a big white one. Oh, it's just oh look, it's an Imperial Courier. It's finally decided. Right, nobody else has succeeded. You've got to hit the centre bit. Hey, look, I've got an Imperial Courier. That must be the last one, surely. That was the big boss daddy. Yay, there we go. I finally made it. Oh no, there's another one. Look, stop firing at my ship. It's another Imperial Courier. They're bringing out the big boys now. Gotcha. This is infested. This system is just insane. I'm slowly getting to the planet. That's 3 Imperial Couriers now I've splashed. Let me go to the planet. Yeah, we might have made it. Right, I'm going to save it here. because I know what this game is like. Right, we're here. Okay, let's get to the planet. All right, so there's the planet. Arrived in vicinity of target. So engines to stop. And let's turn over. Okay, it doesn't look like a particularly interesting planet, I will immediately say. So let's make sure we are slowing down. Here we are, good. Okay, right, so what we've got to do is got to land first. The easiest way I've found to land on these planets is to sort of aim for the horizon at a relatively low set speed and just star dreamer it in, if that makes sense. Maybe mining's really, really good here, yeah. So I don't know if this planet has an atmosphere or not. What did it say? Let's just check. It did say it had an atmosphere, didn't it? It was corrosive or something, wasn't it? Rocky world with a thick corrosive atmosphere. Okay, let's see if this is any good. There must be something worthwhile down there, mustn't there? Right, so let's star dreamer it in nice and slow. There we go, that's the way to do it. Oh, we can't land there with a corrosive atmosphere. Can we not? I thought we could. Oh, I'm going to try anyway. Because I'm... Can we not land on... I can't land on a corrosive surface. Can we not? I thought we could, because I'm sure I've landed on Venus before. Does my ship just blow up then or something? We're coming down. Famous last words. Try anyway. Yeah, you see, I'm going to try anyway. Right, there we go. Target is below us. Here comes the edge of the planet. And we are... Are we going down? We are going down. Altitude is dropping. The bravery that comes with a safe position. There we go. Right. Okay. There's the ground. There's the ground. We're doing all right. Here's the ground. Oop, now I've just triggered the sticky keys. Right. So that's I think a cloud. Yeah. Right. So there is the ground. So this is a corrosive world. Let's see if we can land in this mountain range up here. There's the altitude warning. Okay, so let's reduce thrust to 0. There we are. Undercarriage down. So I'm able to land. Is the MB3 mining machine maybe not deployable on such worlds? Anyway, we're on a corrosive... There we are. Right, we're coming down. Corrosive atmosphere. And what we should be able to do... right, we're down. Okay, so you can land... we can land on this corrosive planet. Now, what we're supposed to do now is deploy the MB3 mining machine. It says it's in cargo bay. So how do I deploy it? I can't remember. Does anyone know how to deploy it? It says it's in cargo bay. So, what do I do? I'm going to have to read the manual. Combat options. Oh, that's right. It's on the scanner. There we go. There it is. That's right. I remember now. That's right. It's here. Look. So D, deploy. Presumably D for deploy. You can land on corrosive world. So there we are. So there's the mining machine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to deploy it, and it basically, there it is. Okay. It goes onto the surface, sits there. Oh, there. And it's basically told us, do you see the message? The surface is mined out, there's nothing worth having here. So that's what you basically do, is you stick it on the surface, and hopefully there's something worth having, but in this case there isn't. So we're going to bring it back again, and we haven't gained anything from it. So it's a little box that sits on the surface, and then... in this case, nothing. Oh yeah, of all those pirates, and there's nothing here. So anyway, we proved a thing there. Let's see if we can go somewhere where there is at least something to mine. I do want to show that. I mean, at least you've seen the thing in operation, kind of. Let's go to, again, there's an outdoor. Trouble is, all these systems are inhabited, so some prospecting, and what we kind of want. There we go. That one's system explored, but no registered settlements. Actually, we can't go. What we kind of want a system explored, no registered settlements, because that's the sort of place that will probably have a chance of something being mineable. So let's try and go there if we can. That's in range. Come on, put the undercarriage up high. Let's try again. Oh, there's nothing there. What I do need is a planet with something on it. Frontier system, some prospecting and mining. No, I don't want that. I want something that's there we are, no registered settlements, but has some planets in it that we can actually attempt to mine. Small barren sphere of rock doesn't sound particularly good, does it? This is the thing, it takes quite a while to find. Alright, system explored, no registered settlements. G-type star, that sounds like it's possibly, no, so there's no planets in it. Dear. System explored, and that's a F-type white star. Okay, there are some planets here. Right, so that one is, there are some planets here which are reasonable. Okay, rocky planet with a thin atmosphere. Let's go there. It is explored, but no registered settlements, so there's a chance there might be something worth having. So, right, let's try that. Okay, so here we go. Let's go to this one here, an XCR3, which is just within the temperature bounds. There's a little bit of an atmosphere. Fingers crossed. We'll give this one a try. See if it can find anything. We may have to fight our way through pirates again, but maybe we won't. So here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All those pirates are going, yes. At least there aren't any in this system, that's a good thing. Right, so let's get into... Oh, it's very small. Oh well. Let's do the old Star Dreamery thing. It's not a big world. let's Star Dreamer our way in. This might be a good thing. I don't know. So that's it. You can actually see the planet rotating there because we're Star Dreaming, which is quite fun. WebGear says, just dropped in to say I really enjoyed your YouTube channel. Thank you very much, WebGear. Appreciate that. Let's see if we can. Let's go for that crater there because that looks like a cool place to land, doesn't it? Okay. So I know it looks like a sort of star-shaped splat, but that is actually a crater. Honest. So let's slow it down again. Okay, we're now on the night side, dark side. Right, sort of going into a crater. Again, let's slow it down. Now stop turning the sticky keys on. Just because I want to press the... Okay, so here we go, we're coming down. Okay, there's the star in the sky. Just wait for the surface detection to come up. 50,000 meters, there we go, we're coming down. There we go, it picks up the fact that we're above a surface and starts rolling the ship around. That's good. Now we should see some surface detail in the crater in a minute. There it is. Okay, let's slow the ship right down. There we go, there's the ground. Right, so down we go. There's no gravity, I don't think, mapped up. I mean, it does have gravity in the sense that there's a force that pulls you down to the surface, but I don't think it's gravity, i.e. there's different gravities on the surface that you have to worry about, if that makes sense. Right, let's try landing here. So once you get the landing technique on this game, it's not too bad. Right, there we go. Last few feet, put the undercarriage down, always a good idea. Oop, what happened there? Oh, did I not put the undercarriage down quick enough? I think we're now in the escape pod. Oops. I don't think I was fast enough. I think I'm now in the escape. Yeah, I'm in the escape pod. So just in case you want to know what the escape pod looks like, it's automatic. There it is. My ship obviously hit the ground before I hit the undercarriage button. That's the escape pod. Let's try that again. This game. Right. Is that the yellow? I can't remember where we were. That's not where we were, is it? That's the one we were at before. I can't remember which system we went to now. Was it? It was the Arexia system or something, wasn't it? Trouble is, there's no search facility. There it is, the Nexia system. That's where we were going. Let's go over there. Sorry about that. That was my mistake. Why is the game not? Ah, there we are. Nexia 3, wasn't it? It's my inept flying. That was. Oh, and now the pirates are back with their pea shooters. Oh, he hit me anyway. He didn't even get his 5 minutes of fame. He didn't, because he was dead. That's quite an effective technique actually with the small ships. You just sit there, let them ram you, as they're not all that good at flying, as you can see. No, I'm under attack again. Boom. There. Right, come on. Oh, come on. Now, we didn't get any pirates last time. Now I'm getting pirates. It's just a massive, great big time sink. Getting fed up with these pirates now. Come on, give up. Yay, there we go. Right. The erect what system? Yes, gold-plated escape pod. Oh no. It is. It is a challenge. This game. It is definitely a challenge. It's not exactly what I would call user friendly. But we're getting there. Look, we're getting there. Right. Okay. Because I want to spend the last half an hour doing the stupid stuff. Plus, of course, there is the hype factor. Well, I haven't even mentioned that yet, because I've got something for you at the end of the stream, a celebration of all things Frontier Elite 2, which we will get to. I promise. I will promise. We will not be going until we've done that thing. Right, let's get down to about. Oh, stop doing that. That's so annoying. Right. Arrived in vicinity of targets. Let's get ourselves into vicinity of target. Right, there's our crater. Let's point at said crater and go down nice and slow. Okay, there we go. But we're going down so slowly the planet's rotating beneath us. That's how slow we're going. Okay. This is all good. Right, we're going into this crater. Just a little bit tricky. Right, let's slow that right down. 2000. Okay, there's the altitude thing coming on. The ship should level out in a moment on its own. Let's go and get the horizon back. There it is. Right, there's the ground. Right, let's put the undercarriage down, shall we? Okay. So let's just speed up time a bit. We're going down. That's all good. Right, that'll do. Thrust off to 0. Let's just fall the rest of the way down. There we go. Down goes the ship. Okay, so I'm just gonna be careful this time. I'm counting down. Right, the planet's just rotated into the night side. That's now where's the actual horizon? That's a bit confusing. Hopefully that becomes clearer when we get down the ground. 55,000 meters. Yeah, I think it's about there. So the undercarriage is down this time. We're going to be good. 35, 3,000 meters. Down we go. Down we go. Now, hopefully there'll be something on this planet. Otherwise, I'm going to give up. Come on, come on. come on, down, 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 down. Right, the undercarriage is definitely down, isn't it? We are. We're good. Okay, so down we come. Okay, last 100 meters or so. Right, there we go. Right, ship is flat, undercarriage is down. In the moment we should get landed rough. Boom, we're down. Okay, right, let's deploy the MB4 mining machine again. Save it just in case. Yeah, I suppose I should. That's a bit late now. Let's save. There we go. Right, there's the MB4 mining machine. What's it going to find? It's too hot for mining. So obviously 237 is too hot. The game does not want to play ball. Anyway, that is how you use the MB4 mining machine, all right? You stick it on the surface, and no matter where you put it, it never finds anything. I think that's... There's always some excuse, okay? It's too cold, it's too hot, well, there's nothing here, you're looking in the wrong place. Very temperamental, the MB4 mining machine. I think you're right, Commander Newry. This is how not to use the MB4 mining machine. But that's basically how it works. It's a box, right, that you leave on the surface, and it has this little natty animation that as it sort of folds away. So it's a very sophisticated box of tricks, and you can have multiple ones, and you can leave them in different systems because it takes them a few days to do their things. Anyway, so that's enough of that. It's an MB4 winding machine. That's what it is. It's too hot. It's too cold. Don't like it here. Right, that's enough of that. So some of the other things, right, in the last sort of half an hour of the stream, so some of the other silly things that you can do with this game is by hacking the save game files, you can fly some of the ships that are not accessible to you, the player. And examples of that are things like this. This is from the Shiroma website, which is quite cool. You can hack the system to give you access to the ships that you wouldn't normally have. So this is the Lynx bulk carrier, which, as you can see, has a Class 8 hyperdrive that gives a maximum range of 2 light years. And it's got all sorts of interesting things here that I'm not sure how they actually work, but it's got a fighter launch device. Well, I mean, what's that? I don't even know how you fire it off. Oh, there is that the fighter launch device? What does that do? I've no idea. Let's try it. What could possibly go wrong? Military camera, hull condition 1%. Yes, I saw that. Why is the hull condition 1%? Anyway, it's sort of like a Panther Clipper with some bits stuck on the back. I don't know, the ship launch fighter thing, what's that do? Oh, hello. So what's that? I think it just, I've got a feeling it just exploded. Yeah, we're back in the escape pod again. So whatever that was, it didn't work. I have no idea what that was supposed to do. Anyway, so you can sort of fly the ship around, but it does accelerate. There you go, look, there we are, we're flying. So there you are, you can fly one of these kind of stupidly large ships if you want to hack the game. Interesting enough, the game doesn't, you can see there it's got some holographic text that is sort of sticking outside the side of the ship. So you can make the game do some slightly weird things. And there you go, there's flying the ship, which manoeuvres surprisingly effectively. Try and land it on the station. I don't know, will it land? Let's see what happens, just because. We're in the Achenar system, so we should be able to. There's Baker Terminal. Let's try going there, shall we? Just because. Okay, so this is now being very silly with the game, but it has got an autopilot, so off it goes. Let's go into Achenar, which is a safe system. Is it going to run out of fuel before it gets there? It's got a load of fuel on board, so we're good. Right, in it comes 24. Planetary landing essential. I don't think we can try that. That ship will land perfectly on the Coriolis station. I don't think. I'm sure we have. Well, it has got. Look, it's according to that, it's got undercarriage. So quite what that looks like. Let's turn those labels off because they're a bit annoying. Right, here we go. We're coming in. What's it actually going to try and do? Okay, so it's got permission to dock. That's us from the outside. This ship is certainly of comparable size to the space station. So there, it's going to attempt it. Let's get in a bit closer. So there we go. So it's going into the docking bay. This kind of looks a bit wrong, actually. So what's going to happen? Well, it's sort of stuck its nose in, hasn't it? Oh, bits of it have disappeared. What's actually going on? Oh, you sort of got. Well, that's now probably stuck, surely. It worked. Space magic. Well, we proved it. We proved a thing. I'm not quite sure what we. Not quite sure what we proved there, but we proved something. Anyways, that was that. You can also fly. You can also fly the big cruiser ships. Look, here we are. I don't know who Starblazer Soul is, but whoever did this hack game. So this is one of the massive cruiser from the beginning of the thing, right at the beginning of the entry sequence. So this has got a Class 8 hyperdrive with a 1 light year range, and this, obviously the game isn't designed to render this, as you can see. Not quite sure what that swathe of stuff was. So obviously the game trying to cope with rendering the 3D representation, which is supposed to be in this black box, but it can't cope with it. Right, okay. So let's first thing, let's just try docking this one because why not? Poor old Baker Terminal. Right. Okay. So off it goes. Oh look, actually you can sort of see through the ship. The camera is actually sort of inside the ship in some sort of strange other way. It does have turrets. There we go. Right, so there we go. Right, we're off again. So you can hack the game to allow you to fly these strange vessels. Goes out of it. Baker Terminal is enjoying it. I broke the blue ship. Yeah, would you like to dock your ship with my? Would you like to dock your station with my ship? So this should be a complete impossibility, but the game doesn't know that. This is what's fun about this sort of stuff. In we come. Here we go. That ship has a fighter launcher. Well, I tried the fighter launch device. Actually, let's just save the game while we're here. What does the fighter launch device actually do? Because when I tried it, it just blew up. See? Just goes boom. So if the fighter launch device... Where does the fighter launch device come from? Oh, is that just the escape capsule? So how do I... Okay, if that's it... Hang on, that might be why it went bang, because I've sort of self-destructed. How do I operate then? How do I... What? Because that is... What, is that the escape pod? I suppose X for escape kind of makes sense. How do I... It's got a fighter launch device. Is it automatic, something that doesn't work? It's a feature that's not implemented. Okay, that's what that is. So that's the self-destruct, which sort of makes sense. Escape pod, that's just a mess. So the fighter launch device is a feature that's in the menu, but it was never implemented. Interesting. I didn't know that. Anyway, let's try and dock this ship. Shall we try? We ought to go for a planetary landing, right? We've got docking clearance. So it's going to try. Look at the size of this thing. That's just not right. It's not right at all. suppose the centre of the ship is sort of over here somewhere, isn't it? Nom nom nom. It's like a sort of. I think the game doesn't know how to do the cut-offs, does it? So this, it's eaten the station that it's kind of inside the ship. Just shows you how big that. It's actually now swallowed the station, and the station has now been ingested. Yeah, it is totally inside. Dear. Yeah, that's kind of just wrong, isn't it? So what is it? Was it? There we go. It still works. Welcome to the landing fee. Sure, that's what it should be called. Well, let's launch again. See if we can set this down on the planet, just for because. Space station. Where's the space station? So it's just coming out the rear end. So. Dear, that's just wrong. You shouldn't be able to do these sort of things. Look, there's us, and there's the other one. Right, where's the planet? There it is. Okay, Yamaha's grave. Let's go to Yamaha's grave. There's the gas giant. There's the space station that we just did. There's the other ship. Look. Now, can we land this thing on the surface? That's the question I want to know. Does it even have that? Well, it has an undercarriage button, so that's encouraging. It's not very far away, so we probably don't need the. Let's go there. Let's go as flat as we can. Take that down to 10,000. Let's Star Dreamer it in as per usual. Okay, I'm going to have to go nice and slow here because we're actually going so slowly that the planet is rotating below. Let's see if we can land this thing. Deploys 4 Coriolis. I mean, imagine how much this weighs. This ship must be, if the Coriolis station is about 1 kilometre in diameter, this thing must be at least 10 kilometres long. So this isn't really feasible, is it? But can it be done? Questions have to be asked. Okay, we're coming down. Okay, right, adjust the speed down to 1,000. Also, sticky key, stop it. There we go. 2,000 will do. Let's get the horizon nice and flat. What's the altitude? Okay. Coming down. There we go. There's the altitude meter. Let's get that right down. Right down. Keep the ship flat. Right, there we go. Right, there's the ground. Can we land this sucker? Right, the undercarriage is down, whatever that might mean. Oh, the camera's upside down. Right, so here we go. It is heading down towards the ground. Right, so let's level it out. Speed to 0. Let's see if it will land. Okay, it's going down. Oh, it's going back up again there. Let's go down a bit. Down. Down. 30, 29, 28. Let's get down below about 1,000 meters. And we'll readjust attitude. Can we land it? Surely we can. Must be possible, right? There we are. Down. Right, 0 speed to 0. All right, undercarriage is down, whatever that might mean on this ship. Zoom the camera out. It's going down. It is going down. But rather featureless ground, I'm afraid. There was some stuff over. Oh, look, there's a nice planet in the background. There we are. Is it going to land? There we go. Right, it's going down. Counting down, counting down. You should dock that at the planetary city just to show how massive it is. That was always funny about the Star Dream. It would sink slowly towards the gravity well until you set the speed high enough, and then it would shoot into space. Yeah, so there's something weird about that, isn't there? Because if I put the way it's doing the calculation, if I put it on ×3, it doesn't sink. So there's obviously something strange about the maps. Right, here we go. It's coming down. Can it land? Can we land a 10 kilometre long spaceship on the surface of this planet? It's hung in the air the exact same way that Brickstone. Well, this is exactly what it is. This is a massive. Why is the name of the ship upside down? I don't know why that would be. All right, it's counting down. It's counting down. I don't want to adjust it now. Attention. Here it goes. 300 meters. 250. It's coming down. It's not. Yes, but it's a shame it's not a Vogon. We could call it the Vogon, couldn't we? Right, coming down to 100 meters. Is it going to land? Is it going to land? Come on. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Come on. It's going down. Yes. So you can land it. Yay. There you go. We have touchdown. Boom. That would have made quite an impact, wouldn't it? 10 kilometre long spaceship. There we go. It landed. Can it take off again? Yes, it can. There we go. Well, it actually takes off really fast. It's obviously got some sort of weird hack. It's actually quite a fast spaceship. Anyway, so that sort of stuff you could do by mucking about with the same file. Right, the last one really is the Thargoid. Now, you may have thought, why is it? I don't know the story behind the Thargoid spaceship in Frontier Elite 2. I know you can go and visit it. There is a military mission you can get for either the Federation or the Empire, which takes you to a system where you photograph a military base, and at that military base is this, okay? And this is the only, I believe, this is the only Thargoid vessel in the game. It actually is in there, but it doesn't act as an NPC. It's just actually on the ground. But you can hack the game to allow you to fly the Thargoid vessel, and this is it. This is the Thargoid vessel in Frontier Elite 2. I don't know. Is it called the Starblade? Does anybody know? And for some reason, in this particular save game, it's actually on the surface of a gas giant. I'm not quite sure how that's been managed. So anyway, first things first. Most military bases had them. Okay, so if you basically take photographic missions of military bases, you'll find captured Thargoid vessels. One's the right way up, and one's sort of upside down, as if they're investigating stuff. So let's take off with our captured Thargoid ship. There it goes. And here we are. And it's very like the Thargoids from the first game, actually, with the two lines underneath, which presumably are the kind of undercarriage. I don't know how Thargoid ships actually work. It's not animated, and it is just a 8-sided shape. And as you can see, it's fuel scooping as well. Let's just get out of the atmosphere. Now I don't know if the stats that are in it. It's either called the Starblade or it's wearing a pink hat. Oh, the Starblade is the hack name for the ship. It's got no name at all, so it's Gunblade. Okay, so that's just the name that's been hacked in there. So let's turn that off. And I don't know whether the stats in that it comes with are representative of what it was kind of maybe supposed to be, or not. Because obviously in Frontier First Encounters, as we will find out, you can fly a Thargoid ship. But this game, this appears to be something that was never accessible. But look at the stuff this thing's got on it. It's got like a large plasma accelerator on the front, a small plasma accelerator on the rear, and 2 turrets with 20 megawatt beam lasers on it. A ridiculous hyperdrive system and stuff. Anyway, so you can fly around with impunity with this ship, and shoot things. And there's the, there's the various weapons. and it's of course completely invulnerable. So if you want to fly a Thargoid ship, you can in the game by using the the save game. So there's a little bit of fun to be had. Of course, it's utterly OP and totally impervious to being destroyed by anything, but it is there. Now, the interesting thing about this is whether or not it was ever supposed to be. Because we're fuel scooping, is I can't get out of. Let's hyperspace somewhere. Let's go to the Facey system. Let's go to Achenar because why not? We are in Achenar. Of course we are. Let's go to Facey then. We can't get out of. Oh, that's annoying. We need to get out of the atmosphere of this gas giant. There we go. Boom. Right. So we're now in clear space. Okay, now we can probably go somewhere. Let's dock. Let's tell you what. Let's dock a Thargoid because we should, right? That's obviously the acid test of this game. Can we dock a Thargoid? In fact, let's land on the surface of Achenar and say hello to the Emperor as a final little thing. Capital. There we are. I think it's only right that we land the Thargoid at Duval City, personally. And we'll go and say hello to the Empress, or the Emperor as it would be this time. So take me to your leader. Right, so off we go. Let's go there. Right, so on the surface of Capital. In our Thargoid spaceship, nobody bats an eyelid. Interestingly enough, when you're flying the ship around, you'd have thought that somebody would have gone, "What's that then? What type of ship are you flying, sir?" But no problem with that at all. It's absolutely fine to be flying a Thargoid warship near the surface of a planet. No problem at all. So you just help yourself to docking pad. Which one are we coming down on? Docking pad 6 by the look of it. No problem at all. So we're going to land here in the centre of the Empire. As the Celestial Warrior, of course. That's from last week, wasn't it? As one final little sort of sign off, I suppose, to Frontier Elite 2. So it's been good. We have had fun. I think I would agree that. This is a good game. At the end of the day, this is a good game. I have enjoyed playing it. 15 episodes. That's 30 hours of top quality entertainment. We managed to rest from this 16-bit game. It has been a good trip, and notwithstanding a few of the bugs, and notwithstanding a few oddities, shall we say, of the way it's been programmed, and some of the things that are curiously missing. So in hindsight, I mean, it's a hugely impressive game. It really is a hugely impressive game, and considering this is 1993, you've got a huge galaxy that you could never ever finish exploring. Lots and lots of ships, quite a lot of stuff to do, quite a lot of interesting stuff to do. I like the missions, particularly the bombing and the photographic missions we did the other week. Some fascinating flaws like the police fireworks, which are always good. There we go. We've landed sort of, I don't know, 100 metres in the air for some reason. Not quite sure. So obviously this ship was never really intended to be. Look at the size of it. It's the same size as the pad. So that's a bit weird. But yeah, so a hugely impressive game. Lots of fun to play. Deeply flawed in many ways, but I think the thing I like about it most is the ambition that's on. You get a real sense that there was a lot of ambition here, and some of it is fulfilled. Some of it is very much fulfilled. Is it? No, it says it's landed. It says it's landed, but it kind of has and hasn't. So I think it's only appropriate we have a few police fireworks just as we go off, although I can't actually shoot anything. We're above the level of the ground. Although we've got a turret underneath, haven't we? So maybe we can use the underneath turret. Does that work? There we go. Yes. So we've got this is the turret, which appears to only shoot the hull of the ship. which is another problem with the turrets. Yeah, the turret is so designed that it actually hits the ship, so that's no use. We can't actually commit a fine. I suppose we could hover around. Or maybe that's just being a bit silly at this point, but anyway. And look, the grass has grown suddenly across the pads as we've been waiting. Those trees. But anyway, so it's all good fun. It's all good fun. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed 15 episodes of utter rubbish from me whilst I've been playing what is actually a very, very good game from 1993. I know it's been an awful lot of fun. So we will be saying goodbye to Frontier Elite 2. We should be saying goodbye to Frontier Elite 2. Next week I shall start with Frontier First Encounters, which is obviously the third Elite game, and we'll go on from there. So a fond farewell to Frontier Elite 2. It has been huge fun. I have really enjoyed it actually. I'm going to miss the game because I think it's got a sense of atmosphere that I rather like. About it. It's got some tongue-in-cheek humour and some funny things that it does just because it is a game. But there we are. So we'll be doing the story of First Encounter. So yes, we'll do a little bit about that next week. That'd be really good. But before we go, I know I mentioned I had a little surprise for you. Okay, a little surprise. So at the end of the stream, a little drum roll. Now, as you know, David Braben was the guy who wrote this game, but the music to this game was composed by a chap by the name of Dave Lowe, who wrote the that bit of music. Okay, and I got in touch with him through the wonders of the internet, and I had a conversation with Mr. Dave Lowe, and he was very charming. And very, very pleasant. Quite surprised, actually, I think, that people were still even thinking about this game. He gave me permission. He gave me permission to do something. So, without any further ado, with Dave Lowe's blessing, I present 3 or 4 minutes of entertainment for your delectation, as liked by friends. So, do enjoy. Here we go. I'm just going to switch off the mic, so don't be alarmed if I mouth things and do things. Anyway, here we go. With no further ado, apart from that little bit of extra ado, with no further ado, here we go. And there we are, my friends. I hope you enjoyed that. With Dave Lowe's very grateful permission, he was very kind, very generous, and gave me permission to do that. For those of you, thunderous applause, yeah. So well done. I mean, it's just a brilliant piece of music. If only the intro sequence could be like in ultra high res at some point in the future with all that CGI'd up, that would just be amazing. But that was the best version of the game I could find, which is the actually the Amiga version. With the additional graphics capabilities that version gives you, you can run it at a higher resolution, which is the highest native resolution I was able to find. So those two things combined, the best version of the game, the best highest resolution of the interior graphics, and of course Dave Lowe's awesome definitive soundtrack in its full orchestral form. Go and buy his album if you haven't done already. It is absolutely very brilliant, and huge props to Dave Lowe for allowing me to play that. He has also given me permission to upload it to YouTube. I'll put it available straight after the stream, obviously with no advertising on it, and obviously credits directly to him. So if you want to re-watch it, you will be able to do so, and I thoroughly recommend finding a decent stereo system to play it against, because it's a properly good digital recording. That I haven't edited it in any fashion at all. It's straight from the original lossless video format. So go and enjoy. In a moment I'll post up the link, and that would be absolutely fabulous. So one day when Elite Dangerous maybe gets, planetary landings with atmospherics, then maybe that can be done. I have seen the other one where people have tried to do it in the past, which looks pretty good actually, with the Imperial is it the Clipper? Not the Courier, obviously, because they changed the name, and it's they did a pretty good job there, so that was excellent as well. But that brings us to the end, my friends. Thank you ever so much for your company on this trip through the exploration of Frontier Elite 2. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I've had a great time. Thank you very much for all the fun and games we've had along the way. The games don't stop, of course, they never stop. We will continue the retro stream next Saturday and go back to the beginning again with Frontier First Encounters and see if we can make anything of the third game in the Elite Dangerous sequence, starting with that one, which is 2 years down the road from this one in 1995. So there we go. So have yourselves a fantastic rest of the weekend. Take care, enjoy yourselves, be good. I'll see you back on Monday for some more sci-fi and fantasy ramblings, Thursday for Elite Dangerous, and obviously Saturday next week again for more retro goodness. So anyway, there we are. The top the top Frontier Elite 2 stream on the internet comes to a glorious conclusion, and hey, why not go out with style, eh? Hopefully next week will be the #1 Frontier First Encounters stream on the internet. You never know. Such accolades we can only aim to get to, but there we go. Take care, my friends. Have a fantastic time. And if you check out my YouTube channel, I will put that video to public in a moment, so you can watch it again and again and again, and enjoy the Frontier Elite 2 intro goodness by Dave Lowe. Thank you very much, my friends. Right on. See you next time.